Hello everyone, and welcome back to the spooky corner of New Eridu. Today, we will dissect a new boss, Wandering Hunter, and see what special moves and mechanics he has prepared for us. Let's start at parryable melee attacks. Firstly, Wandering Hunter has a quick X-shaped attack. For the second attack, he throws Miasma blades in a snake formation. This one is tricky to dodge, but defensive assist invincibility is enough to not get hit by flying blades. Thirdly, the boss can execute a chain of 3 parryable attacks, 2 slashes, and a pretty notable backflip. Occasionally, Wandering Hunter sneaks in an attack without a flash warning. One of them is a parryable slash, followed by a hidden backslash. Both slashes deal damage, so utilize invincibility frames for the second one. For the other sneaky attack, Hunter starts with a menacing pose. Then, throws Miasma blades at your agent's position twice and recalls them. Throws can only be dodged, while a recall is fully parryable. Last group of attacks is ranged and has different counters depending on your team composition. If you didn't bring an agent with an evasive assist, some parts of these attacks will be dodgeable only. To start with, Hunter throws out a blade and follows it with a parryable dash forward. Second ranged attack is a laser that can follow your active agent for a brief moment. It staggers your agent by dealing damage multiple times, so do your best to avoid it by dodging to the side or evading. For the third ranged attack, Hunter loads his weapon and makes 2 singular shots, ending the attack sequence with 3 spread out shots. Shots leave Miasma pools, which we will discuss in detail shortly. During the last ranged attack, Hunter stays in one place, spewing Miasma pools around himself in 3 bursts. Miasma pools don't just add ambience to the fight. Most Wandering Hunter skills transform them into stray blades. Stray blades follow your agent for a bit, and then shoot once, dealing small damage. You can dodge them if needed, but the right timing is tricky. You have to wait until the laser sight disappears, and then dodge the incoming shot. These extra dodges earn you decibels and counters on the Wandering Hunter, but typically stray blades can be ignored. Fight dynamic provides you enough invincibility through parries, X specials, and so on. Performance points in this fight are awarded during singular Miasma shield stage. A minute into a fight, Wandering Hunter disappears. In order to lure him back, you need to locate the correct round ideal. It emits special energy presented through purple aura and has lowered hood. Use your perception technique to pinpoint the correct one and quickly parry incoming Wandering Hunter attack. Doing both awards you with full performance points and triggers impaired status on the boss, reducing Miasma shield significantly. Figuring out the round ideal correctly, but failing to parry an attack, only gives you 3000 performance points. Failing to identify the round ideal, or not reacting during the stage at all, allows Wandering Hunter to charge a big attack, and unlike Miasma Fiend's large hit, it ignores your agent's invincibility frames. At this point, you already know that the most effective ways of dealing with Miasma shield are ultimates, defensive and evasive assists, and dodge counters. Defensive and evasive assists being equally as good at dealing with Miasma shield, and both being better than dodge counters, allows you to bring agents with evasive assists into this fight, without them feeling like a problem. Speaking of agents, let's discuss your team building options. Wandering Hunter is tailor-made for Rupture, featuring the largest base defense in the game so far. With fire and ice weaknesses and significant physical resistance, Idhari, Manato, or future agent Banue would be your best bets when dealing with this boss. But defense isn't the only stat Wandering Hunter can be proud of. He also has the largest anomaly build-up gauge in the game, at least for now, further disincentivizing bringing anomaly agents to the fight. What to do if you don't have Rupture agents? There are other means that can be used to reduce his defense. Nicole's Field, certain W engines, and stacking pen ratio could help you to shred Hunter's armor, but his base defense is so large that applying several sources of defense shred still leaves you with unimpressive damage. Besides Mana to Lucia combo, I've tried using both Trigger with her signature and Rina, and I was only able to get 2 stars with Soldier 11. Surprisingly to me, Hyuga's team showed effortless 3 stars despite not having a perfect buff this time around. Other players have found that thanks to the fire weakness, Evelyn team or Trigger Orphos combo can also 3 stars as boss. And lastly, even with increased anomaly buildup, Wandering Hunter can be countered with Miasma. After playing through this fight multiple times, I have some opinions about it. I am glad that Wandering Hunter stalls a lot less compared to the Defiler, but I also believe that there are a lot of missed opportunities with this boss. While his high defense is intended to be countered with a Rupture unit, Pen mechanic could have been effective against this boss. But the only unit that enables this mechanic plays a lot more fiddly compared to newer supports. Not to mention that there are no DPS that utilize Pen mechanic in an interesting way, and it's often seen simply as an alternative way to build an agent. Combined with pretty specific buffs offered this time around, it leads to limited ways to deal with this boss in a satisfying manner. Another Undercooked mechanic is Stray Blades. There are little to no meaningful ways to interact with them. Small hits could have counted towards health fluctuation that Monato and Enhari have in their kits, but most bonuses that they get are tied to specifically their skills consuming health, not getting hit by enemies. Monato can benefit from these little hits by charging his enhanced attack with them, but for the current roster of agents, that's it. Jane could have benefited from a boss who provides abundant opportunities to dodge, but she is pushed out of this fight due to both large anomaly buildup required and physical resistance. Miasma pools that create Stray Blades are completely uninteractable and exist only as a passive middleman. All that makes Stray Blades an annoyance rather than an exciting potential for enabling different approaches. And I don't know the counter to my complaints. The boss is selling you 2 very specific agents, but without an ability to achieve satisfying results through wits and clever team building, I feel like a lot of players would rather give up altogether. How have you found the new boss? Please leave your opinion in the comments. Thank you for watching this video, and especially for staying through my afterthoughts. If the dissection helped you in your player, please leave me a like, so other players can have an easier time finding the video. I will see you soon. Bye bye!